think I've done maybe 2-3 jobs in Scotland in my whole career.
Really?
Yeah, like hardly anything.
Oh, so this must have been lovely.
It was, but also I think
Or do you like going away?
Well, I think
The Graham Norton Radio Show
on Virgin Radio.
And it strikes me, Peter Mullen, he's this sort of, he's one of those actors, Peter Mullen. As an actor, when you find out, I'll be acting opposite him, is it like, a comic discovering there's another really good comic on the bill and you're thinking, oh, God. Or do you think, oh, great, I get to act opposite him?
Oh, totally the opposite. It's like, he was already attached when I got offered it, because I think they went, maybe Morven Christie because it's Scottish, and then cycled round, Meryl Streep and whoever else, and then eventually landed back at me once everyone said no. But so Peter was already attached, and my reaction was like, I actually don't know if I need to read the script because I just really want to work with Peter Mullen. And so the idea of kind of especially those kinds of scenes, these kind of real psychological cat and mouse, being put under threat by Peter Mullen, like what actor doesn't want to do that?
Yeah.
I just really wanted to do that, so it was great.
And was it what you thought it would be? And does he? And what is he like? Is he one of those people who turns it on and off, or is he always a bit Peter Mullen, a bit scary? No, he turns it on and off. He's got none of that sort of, all that kind of method thing that, I mean, it's not really method, that thing that people do where they just act really badly on set and then blame it on method. But Peter doesn't have that. He's just a really, really good guy. He tells a lot of stories. He loves to talk. He's got a lot of patter, a lot of jokes. And yeah, then you just kind of go at it. Also, he basically tears the script up. He's like, I don't want to say any of that, so let's just make this better. And so you kind of make it up first and then shoot it. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Don't mess with the Mullen.
Don't mess with the Mullen, man. Don't mess with the Mullen.
No, and I was thinking, he's so experienced. But actually, you're so experienced. For such a young actor, you've done loads of film and TV. Like a kind of a weird amount.
Yeah, I've been at it for a while. I did a lot of theatre to begin with, sort of 9 years of almost solid theatre. So I would only do TV as an episode here and there so I could pay my rent, right? Because I was skint doing theatre. But so it meant by the time I got to doing sort of more leading roles, I kind of already had spent quite a lot of time on set. So yeah, I've done quite a bit. But I mean, Peter has been in everything and worked with everyone. So I'm definitely not at that stage.
Is he pleasantly loose-lipped about them?
Incredibly loose-lipped. Peter, basically, the reason why I'm doing press and not Peter is because Peter has no filter. He's so loose-lipped that you basically can't put him on the radio. So.
Payback is the big new 6-part crime thriller on ITV1. It starts on Wednesday at 9 o'clock. And I was saying to you before we started that I thought I was going crazy because I was watching and thinking, oh, this is Glasgow. And then I saw your address at one point and you live in Edinburgh.
Yeah. But we shot it all in Glasgow, and it really looks like Glasgow, doesn't it? It looks
they do
Glasgow.
Look quite different, Glasgow and Edinburgh.
I think they look quite different, yeah.
But given that, it's not that far. I mean, it's what, half an hour? Why didn't you schlep down the road to Edinburgh?
Well, we did some. So most of the crews in Scotland are based in Glasgow, so that always makes things easier shooting wise. You can just get access to a lot more locations. But also, Edinburgh's like a royal city, right? So it's quite difficult to shoot in. It's quite difficult to get permissions and things.
Yeah.
And actually, while we were shooting Payback, the Queen died. And so the part there was a part where we were shooting exteriors in Edinburgh, and obviously that had to get sort of shifted around and became very difficult because she was at Holyrood and there were road closures and all of that. So it's a tricky city to film in, Edinburgh, and I think they try to limit the amount of shows that get shot there, whereas Glasgow they're like, come on in, yeah.
And I know you've done it now. So it's too late for this suggestion.
Are you going to give me a note?
Well, no. Did anyone think of just making you live in Glasgow?
No. I said this.
Have they printed the passport? Have they printed the passports already? Sorry.
I don't understand it. I know. I said the same thing. I don't know. Why can't it just be set in Glasgow since we're in Glasgow?
But also great for you because you got to work at home. Is most of your work at Glasgow? Because we were just saying they are filming a hell of a lot up there now.
They do seem to be, but no, I hardly ever. I think I've done I think I've done maybe 2-3 jobs in Scotland in my whole career.
Really?
Yeah, like hardly anything.
Oh, so this must have been lovely.
It was, but also I think
Or do you like going away?
Well, I think it was lovely for me to get to sleep in my own bed and get home to my own house every night, but I think it was pretty awful for my boyfriend. I think he was like, who is this total ghost that's in my house? Because you're burst, I spent the whole day screaming and crying and vomiting, and then I come home and I'm like, nobody speak to me.
Yeah.
Let me sit in a darkened room with my dog. So I think it's pretty unpleasant for family life, but it was good for me.